Captivating, beautiful, and deadly. This alluring siren of the night brings together Spanish heritage and the celebration of those who have passed on. Inspired by the Mexican Day of the Dead sugar skulls, this is La Bella Muerte, the beautiful death. Start with a clean and lightly moisturized face. This will allow the paint to adhere nicely to your skin and stay put longer. Begin with a deep blue eyeliner and trace the outline for the hollows of your eyes. It's okay if the lines aren't perfect to begin with because you're going to paint over them later. Alright, now it's time to cover up those brows. Use a washable glue stick and gently smooth the brows down. This will create a pristine canvas for you to paint over. Be sure to run your finger over to remove any clumps of glue. And of course, let them dry. And now it's time to paint your face. When using face or body paint, it's important to gently mist the surface with water. This will create a cream texture to allow for an easier application. Alright, just begin by loading up your brush and go to town. Fill in the eye sockets with a light blue face paint, which will act as a base. On the lids, take a cream black eyeshadow or face paint and cover the lids. I'm just having fun here, creating a cat eye. Double it up as eyeliner on the top and bottom lash line. Set the cream with the matte black eyeshadow. Continue filling in past the brow bone to the top of the eye socket until you have a soft gradient. Think of it like you're creating a gorgeous moonlit blue sky on your eyes. To create that ghostly pale face, use a face primer. Look for one with mattifying properties, which will help absorb oil and make the paint last longer. The primer will also create a smoother surface, so the paint won't settle into your pores. With a white opaque face paint, use quick small strokes to fill in the large areas. When you get close to the colored areas around the eyes, use long, slow strokes to create a clean edge. Continue down the forehead and onto the nose and cheekbones. You want to create thin layers instead of thick layers so that it doesn't cake up your face. Now that you've created your blank canvas, it's time to get creative. Choose a contrasting color and begin painting designs around your eyes. And don't be afraid to test out different color combinations. This golden orange color really pops out the deep blues. And if you want red eyes, the complementary color should be green. Purple eyes, complement it with yellow. You can do any sort of designs. However, I've chosen to stay more traditional with a scalloped edge. To mask any rough edges, line between the outer design and inner eye color. On the forehead, choose a focal design point in a complementary color. Crosses, flowers, and spiderwebs are great embellishments for this hauntingly beautiful look. I'm going to create a blue rose. It represents mystery and the impossible. Funny enough, you can buy them in real life. They're incredibly beautiful. Drawing a rose is easy. It's all about creating layers of petals and filling them in. I'm going to draw a cross on my forehead because it represents my religion. And for the rest of my forehead, I'm going to create whimsical lines inspired by nature. Just to be clear, I had a lot of trouble with this part, only because I had to use a little mirror. If you want to create clean lines for your designs, get really close to your bathroom mirror. For this part, paint the rest of your face. Cover up your nose and mouth. You don't want any of your flesh to show through. And keep going because you have to paint the rest of your neck, shoulders, and chest, depending on how much skin you'll be showing. And just set the paint with a translucent or white powder. Moving on to the nose, take a look at a skull and recreate the hollow of the nose on yours. Think of it like drawing an upside-down heart or spade on your nose. The darker the paint, the more depth and shadow it'll create. And now it's time to get all artsy again and freehand some designs. Don't beat yourself up if your designs aren't perfect. I actually like imperfect designs because it looks more human and has more of a fluid movement than perfect stiff-looking lines. Moving on to the lips. To create the illusion of teeth, use a black liner or paint to draw on short vertical lines over the mouth and slightly onto the cheeks. To make your mouth look even more spooktacular, take a deep purple or black shadow and pat this over the inner part of your lips. And if you want a more romantic look than spooky, apply the shadow like a lipstick and use the excess powder to fill in the lips. It's all about being creative. You're telling a story on your face, so find the right symbolic designs that reflect who you are. Working down the face, draw another design on the chin. I chose a lotus flower because it's my favorite flower. I just love how the lotus flower can grow through muddy water, chasing the sunlight and reaching the surface to bloom into the most beautiful flower in the pond. If you were a flower, which flower would you be? Now it's time for the finishing touches. Details count. Look for inspiration online and create your own unique look. I'm finishing off my look with pale blue eyes and white hair, giving this an ethereal, haunting look. Topping it off with a bright orange flower headpiece that you can make at home. Just go to your local craft store and build your own flower crown. The night is yours. Treat every moment as if it was your last. Good luck, beautiful. You can find my makeup line M at mcosmetics.com. My blog updated daily at MichellePhan.com. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Music by Late Night Alumni. Love ya!